After we start 3-0 in this first season of the Saints franchise in Madden 26, we've dropped the past two games and are now sitting at 3-2 as we take on the 4-1 Patriots. Coming off of a loss to the Bills in heartbreaking fashion, and then the Giants just pretty much dominated us. This is going to be another tough matchup as the Patriots are one of the better teams in the league at 4-1. They're now coached by Mike Vrabel, of course the former Titans head coach and former Patriots player back in the 2000s. They're coming off of a game where they only allowed 201 yards of total offense. We've been pretty high octane as an offense. We gained 430 last week against the Giants, and as a whole, we've done a pretty good job of moving the football against teams that we played against this season. We'll have to see if we can do it again here as we kick this one off. Marcus Jones is back to return. He's going to take it all the way up to the 25. Nice spin move, breaks a tackle, and he's brought down at the 35. Really good return for him. And out comes second-year quarterback Drake May. He had a very promising season last year and has started off really well so far for the Patriots. Now here's a carry for rookie Travion Henderson out of The Ohio State University. He only picks up a yard. Now 2nd and 9. Here's a fake. May's under pressure. We send the blitz at him, and Cameron Jordan's able to get him for the sack. That'll lead to a 3rd and 15. May will drop back. He has all day to throw. We're only rushing 4. Throws over the middle to Henderson. And Pete Werner with a nice wrap up there. And we force a 3-and-out to start things off. So now out comes Tyler Shuck, who has been very surprisingly efficient so far for the Saints offense. We face a 2nd and 9. Shuck will drop back. Throws over the middle. That's going to be completed. Jawan Johnson picks up 6. That'll lead to a 3rd and 3. And now the handoff to Alvin Kamara. He cuts it back, and Kamara will get the first down. Jukes out a defender. He's up to the 48. That'll bring up a new set of downs. Now 1st and 10. Here's the play fake. And a throw over the middle. That's going to be completed to Chris Olave for about 9. Now 2nd and 1. Kamara will get the carry, and he gets stopped essentially at the line of scrimmage. That'll lead to a 3rd and inches. This time Cam Akers gets the carry, and he'll pick up the first down up to the Patriots 39. Now 1st and 10. Shuck fakes the jet sweep. And then he's hit as he throws. That's going to be picked off right in front of him. Nicholas Moreau gets the pick as that ball did not go very far. And he's run down by Kamara at the 14. That's something that's happened quite a few times over my time of playing CFB 26 and Madden 26. And just one of those things that can happen when you try to throw out of the sack, I guess. Now, here's May throwing over the middle. That's completed, and it'll be a touchdown for the Patriots. Kendrick Bourne makes the grab there, and New England is able to capitalize off the pick, make it 7-0. So now we'll look to respond here. Akers breaks the tackle, and he's going to pick up about 9, very close to the first down marker. Now 2nd and 1. Akers will get the handoff again, and he runs around. He's going to pick up the first, but there is a flag on the play, but it was a really good run by Akers, but it's not going to count because we get called for holding. That's going to go against Eric McCoy, the center, and that'll lead to a 2nd and 8 now. Shuck will throw it this time. He'll throw left side. That's going to be completed to Brandon Cooks for a couple of yards, and now it's going to be 3rd and 6. Shuck out of the shotgun once again. He's looking, scrambles, and he's going to throw last second to Johnson, but he couldn't hold on to it. And we have to punt it away. So now, here's New England with under 5 minutes to go in the quarter. May throws right side. That's going to be completed, and it's going to be a first down all the way up to the 34 for Hunter Henry. Yes, that man's still in the league. Now 3rd and 9. And May just misfires there. That goes straight out of bounds. And we get the football back with under 3 minutes to go. Now under 2 minutes to go. Shuck will dump it off on 3rd and 10. There's Kamara with plenty of space in front of him. He'll get across the 40 up to the 42. So now 2nd and 10. Out of the pistol, hand off to Kamara. Nice blocking there. That's going to get a first down. Kamara is definitely looking like he could run for 1,000 yards this year. He's never done that in his career, surprisingly enough. Here's a quick throw left side to a wide open Jawan Johnson off the play fake. That's up to the 24. That'll bring it into the first quarter. as we trail 7-0, but we are very close to the red zone, so it's looking like we'll be able to tie things up here, or at least cut it down to a 4-point deficit. So we're into the second quarter now, 1st and 10 from the 24. Shuck off the play fake. He's looking down the field, and he's going to float it right side, and it's going to be caught by Olave, but he didn't get both feet in bounds. Would have been a hell of a grab. We are going to challenge it, though. And honestly, at first glance, I thought Olave got both feet in. We're going to take a look at this replay, and he did not. It looked close in full speed, but I ended up being wrong. That's on me. And we're going to lose a challenge and a timeout. That sucks. Now 3rd and 10. Shuck will drop back. Under pressure, he's going to be brought down for the sack. Christian Harris, who they acquired from the Texans in a trade, gets the sack there. Now Blake Groupie will come out for a 49-yard field goal, but he's going to miss it wide left. So I suck at kicking in college football 26, as you guys have probably seen if you keep up with the content. And I also suck at kicking in Madden, so it's just not good in either game, as May gets a quick completion left side to Demario Douglas. So now 1st and 10 from our 53. They try an end around, and we shut that down immediately. Good play by the aging veteran Cameron Jordan. Now 2nd and 12. May will throw the screen left side, and there's a little space there. 7-yard gain for Antonio Gibson, the former Commander. Now 3rd and 5. Here's May throwing over the middle into double coverage, but it doesn't matter. Douglas makes the grab there for the first. So now at the 25, May lets it fly over the middle. It's going to be caught. It's Kendrick Bourne again. Touchdown, Patriots. As of this recording, Bourne doesn't even play for the Patriots anymore, but he's been balling for them in this game. And we're down 2 scores just like that. So now Velus Jones will take the return here. He takes it to the outside. Plenty of space for him. And he's going to get pushed out at the 42. So a really good return. Very much needed. But now we face a 3rd and 9. Shuck throws right side. It's going to be completed to Rashid Shaheed up to the 46. And that'll bring up a new set of downs. Now 2nd and 7. Shuck will drop back again. He rolls to his left. Throws on the run. And it's completed to Johnson up to the 34 for yet another first down. Now 2nd and 10. Jones is in the backfield. He'll get the screen pass. And he's going to pick up a solid chunk of yards. 7 to be exact. That'll lead to a 3rd and 3. Under 5 minutes to go in the half. Shuck throws left side. It's completed to Olave, and he'll pick up the first down. So we're getting pretty close here. 3rd and 8. Here's Shuck throwing right side to Velus Jones on the swing pass, and he's able to get away from one defender, but Christian Harris makes the tackle there. So let's try this field goal thing again. Groupie, this time from 38 yards out, is good. So we get on the board. We make it an 11-point game now, as Drake May is 8 of 9 for 100 yards. I can assure you folks, I am not playing on All Madden next season. Y'all can bitch and moan in the comment section if you want. I don't care. Too many of these quarterbacks just end up looking like gods every time I play against them on All Madden. So we're going to All Pro with sliders. We'll probably use Matt 10 slider set there, but see them all, do what you got to do. 2nd and 6. May will throw over the middle. That's going to be completed to Bourne all the way up to the 20. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. We just can't cover anybody. I mean, the secondary is not good anyways, but still. Completely busted play, and Kendrick Bourne gets up to the 3-yard line. Kool-Aid McKinstry was supposed to be covering him, but he was on the opposite side of the field. So things not going well for us at all. And we're not going to make a tackle here. It's going to be another Patriots touchdown. Stephon Diggs, Mr. Cardi B himself, gets into the end zone. And it's a 3-score deficit for us now, as we have 1:15 to get down the field. Shuck steps up, and he just dumps it off. That's going to be caught by Cooks for about 9 yards as we go no huddle. Now 3rd and 1 after an incompletion. Handoff to Kamara. Great blocking once again. We're going to pick up the first just short of midfield. So once again, we go no huddle now. 2nd and 10 after an incompletion. Handoff to Akers, and Akers with a nice run. He's up to the 40. Still have 2 timeouts remaining. We're saving them here. Now 30 seconds to go in the half. Here's a screen to Akers. What a great clear out block there. But then Akers gets decleated. And we do burn a timeout with 21 seconds to go. So now 2nd and 1. Shuck doing a good job of avoiding pressure, gets it away, and there's Shaheed getting up to the 19. And with 16 seconds to go, we got to hurry it up here. 11 seconds and counting now. We're not going to call a timeout quite yet. Here's a throw to the end zone, and it's a good decision not to call that timeout because Brandon Cooks gets into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. That'll make it 21-10 at the half. Not a very good half at all for us, but we do close things out on a high note. So now we'll look at the halftime report, look at some scores from around the country that people may or may not care about. And first things first, the defending champion Philadelphia Eagles take on the New York Football Giants. Giants sitting at 3-2, having a surprisingly good season, and there's a good run up the middle for the touchdown for Saquon Barkley as the Eagles win 20-17 in MetLife Stadium. Now we go over to Indy as the Arizona Cardinals, sitting at 1-4, take on the 3-2 Indianapolis Colts, who are my FGFL team this year, BT Dubs, as Anthony Richardson looks a lot better in this game than he does IRL as he throws a big dot over the middle to Jonathan Taylor, who catches it one-handed, by the way. Colts up 17-14 at the half. No Kyler Murray for the Cardinals as Jacoby Brissett is in at quarterback for them. And in our final game where we show a highlight, we got them boys, the 2-3 Dallas Cowboys, heading down to North Carolina to take on the Carolina Panthers. And here's Dick throwing a big dot over the middle. It's a great catch by NFL youngboy himself, George Pickens, as the Cowboys have a 20-10 lead at the half. So now we look at some of the other scores from around the country. We're slowing things down here as we have the Jags up 14-13 over the Seahawks, Ravens up over the Rams, Dolphins beating the Chargers, Browns up 6-3 over the Steelers, and the Bucks are up 13-10 over the Niners. And interesting first half here. Tyler Shuck not doing too poorly. Drake May is having a great game with 3 touchdown passes as we start the second half with the football. And here's Kamara picking up right where he left off. He gets away and Kamara might be gone. He's at the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown Saints. That's exactly what we needed to open up the second half with, as we have cut it down to a 5-point deficit pending the extra point, but we're actually going for 2 here to make it a 3-point game. As here's Shuck dropping back against the blitz, and there's a wide open Velus Jones for 2. That'll make it a 21-18 game. But can we get a stop defensively? We'll have to see. 3rd and 11 here. May's going to scramble, throws on the run, and it's completed. And Henderson stopped just short of the marker, and the Patriots go 3 and out. This second half has started pretty much precisely how we wanted it to, as here's Kamara cutting back. He's gone again? Is he going to be gone again? It's looking like he is. 20-10, 5 touchdown Saints. Kamara opens up this second half with 2 big touchdown runs. And just like that, we have the lead. 25-21 now. Let's see if the defense can hold up here as May throws, overshoots his intended target, but there is a flag on the play. And it's going to be holding against the Patriots. I thought it was going to be roughing for a second, but nope. Will Campbell gets called for the hold. Now 2nd and 17. Here's May. Throws left side. That's going to be completed to Douglas up to the 24. Now it's going to be 3rd and 7. Here's May. We send the blitz over the middle to Henry. He's going to get dragged down short of the marker. Good play there by Justin Reed. And now we have a chance to make it a 2-score game here. 3rd and 7. Shuck throws over the middle, and he finds Shaheed, who gets past the 42. So a new set of downs now. 2nd and 9. Shuck will throw the screen pass. There is Kamara picking up some yardage. He gets about 5 on the play. That'll lead to a 3rd and 4. Shuck in the shotgun now. Throws right side, and Olave is able to haul it in. Had to jump for that one for whatever reason, but he does pick up the first. So now a double tight set, handoff to Akers. Great blocking once again. I mean, this offensive line, for all their problems, they're pretty good at blocking for running plays, as Kamara is going to pick up a first down there. All he needed was a yard. He's up to 198 on 14 carries. And now here's a pitch left side. Kamara gets a block, gets the first down. There is a flag on the play. And unfortunately, usually on running plays, it's going to be holding, and it is holding here. And it's going to go against McCoy again. I believe it's the second time this game has been called for holding. Now, 1st and 17, Shuck can't get it away. He was trying to get the screen out there. We end up getting 11 yards on 2nd down, so now 3rd and 6. Shuck throws left side, and Kamara just bobbles it, can't bring it in. And now Cesar Ruiz is hurt. That is not somebody that we need hurt on this O-line. Groupie will try from 49. He missed from 49 earlier, but this time he's able to sink it to make it a 7-point game. So it gives us a little cushion here with 3 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. As Drake May keeps it himself on the read option, he's going to pick up the 1st down up to the 44. 1st and 10. May throws the screen, and Henderson gets wrapped up. Justin Reed again making a big play in the backfield. That'll lead to a 3rd and 13. Here's May. Throws right side, and it's going to be grabbed for the 1st down, just barely. So now, waning moments of the 3rd quarter here. May throws right side to Henry. He breaks a couple of tackles, and he's up to the 31. And now the Patriots will snap the ball here right before the end of the half as Gibson picks up about 5. That'll bring it into the 3rd quarter. We lead 28-21. After being down 21-10 at the half, we scored 18 points in the 3rd, and hopefully we're able to close things out and walk away with a W after 2 straight losses. Patriots are driving, though, as we begin the 4th quarter. Here's May, quick throw left side to the fullback. That's going to be completed for a 1st down inside the 10. And that's just a rough breakdown there. Now 3rd and goal. They're going to go RPO left side. It's caught. Douglas walks it in. Touchdown. Just like that, the Patriots are going to tie things up at 28 apiece. And now we have to depend on the offense that has been firing on all cylinders here in the 2nd half. As here's a throw over the middle completed to Olave for the 1st down up to the 38. 2nd and 10 from the 38 now. Here is Shuck throwing over the middle again. Johnson makes the grab, and he's going to pick up another 1st. So we're moving the football well here once again. 1st and 10. Here's the throw over the middle completed. Olave gets the 1st all the way up to the 35. So we're doing a good job of moving the football, but now we face the 3rd and 8. Shuck throws over the middle into double coverage, and that's picked off. That's completely on me. Just not a smart throw at all, as that'll be Christian Harris getting the pick. He's had himself quite the day today so far. And now the Patriots have a chance to take the lead back with 6:20 to go. Hand off to Gibson. On 2nd and 7, he breaks a tackle, and he's going to pick up the 1st up to the 43. So now 5 minutes to go. Just a little over 5 minutes, I should say. May throws over the middle, completed to Bourne. He picks up the 1st. May with 254 and 4 touchdowns so far in this game. Now from the 46, he's going to try to scramble. Hit as he throws that one, sails out of bounds. 2nd and 10 now. May quick throw over the middle to Bourne. He's going to pick up about 7, and he's up to 100 yards in the game. 8 catches for 100 yards and 2 touchdowns so far for him. And here's a completion right side for the 1st. That's Diggs making the grab. So now 3:17 to go. May, quick throw over the middle. Oh, you got to pick that off. Chase Young there just knocks it down. He probably could have picked it off if he tried to catch it, but now 2nd and 10. And here's a dump off underneath to Bourne, and he's dragged down at the 21. Patriots are at least in field goal range as we hit the 2-minute warning. Handoff, Gibson goes nowhere. Good stop initially there by Nathan Shepard. That'll lead to a 3rd and 7 as we call a timeout. Here's May stepping up, throws to the end zone, and it's going to be caught. Touchdown, Patriots. And guess who it is? Kendrick Bourne once again coming up with a big play for New England. So now we're down a touchdown with under 2 minutes to go. Time for a Tyler Shuck legacy drive as he throws a screen there to Kamara. Now we face a 3rd and 6. Shuck over the middle, finds Johnson. He can't hold on to it. So now it's 4th and 6. We do have 2 timeouts if we don't convert here, but here's Shuck throwing right side. Oh my goodness, he was looking for Taysom Hill, but he threw it behind him, and it's going to be a turnover on down. So now we just need to get a stop here, and we're going to get more than that. We get a pick. Hugo Amadi comes up with that one. Patriots were trying to close things out with that throw there, but not a good decision by May. And now here is a throw over the middle as we have the football again. Kamara gets the first. 50 seconds to go. Here's Shuck throwing the screen. Kamara gets it. Kamara weaves through traffic, then gets out of bounds after picking up 5. So now 3rd and 5. And here's a throw over the middle, completed to Johnson up to the 35, but we got to move with a little more urgency here. Still have a timeout remaining. Here's Shuck throwing it down the field, and it's caught. And Brandon Cooks gets both feet in bounds for a huge first down up to the 43. So now here's Shuck under pressure. He gets sacked. That is not something you can have happen in that situation. We have to burn the timeout. 19 seconds to go now. Shuck steps up, lets it fly to the end zone, and Shaheed got interfered with, but they don't throw the flag. That should have been a touchdown catch, but they get away with a DPI there. Now 3rd and 16. Shuck throws it again deep, and he's looking for Cooks, but it's knocked away by Christian Gonzalez. So now with 6 seconds left, we got to just throw a Hail Mary here. It is 4th and 6. Shuck hit as he throws. That's going to go nowhere near where we needed it to go. And the Patriots blew an 18-point lead, but end up winning it anyways. 35-28 is your final. Just a disappointing game for the Saints all around. I felt like we played really poorly in the first half and then had a great third quarter, but just couldn't close things out in the fourth. And overall, definitely a game I wish we would have had back. Kendrick Bourne, 10 catches, 130 yards, and 3 touchdowns for the Patriots. Shuck went 28 of 51, 259 a touchdown and a pick. Kamara with 197 and 2 touchdowns on the ground and 42 yards on 6 catches receiving. And Brandon Cooks had a touchdown. Cameron Jordan with 3 TFLs. But it wasn't enough to overcome a great game from Drake May and Kendrick Bourne. And now we'll look at the weekly recap, starting things off with the Chargers sitting at 5-0, taking on the 3-2 Dolphins. Here's Tua rolling out to his left. He's going to throw it to Jalen Waddle, and he's going to waddle into the end zone as the Dolphins hand the Chargers their first loss of the season. 18-10 is your final from South Beach. And the San Francisco 49ers at 3-2 take on the 3-2 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And here's Baker Mayfield throwing left side. It's going to be caught at the 14. Broken tackle. And Mike Evans, the illustrious Mike Evans, gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Bucs won this one 31-17. Looking at some other scores from around the country, the Broncos beat the Jets overseas. Titans took care of the Raiders here as we look at the players of the week. Josh Allen and Roquan Smith are your AFC players of the week, and Kamara gets Offensive Player of the Week in the NFC. Jared Verse, Null Nation, he's your Defensive Player of the Week for the NFC. So next up, we take on the Chicago Bears, who are coming off of a loss to the Washington Commanders. Jaden Daniels absolutely torched them in this game. Brian Robinson had 3 touchdowns on the ground for him. Kyle Monangai got most of the carries for the Bears. I don't know if we're going to see him much in the next game. Roshan Johnson was hurt, but I was really high off of Monangai coming out of Rutgers, so we'll have to see what happens in the next game against the Chicago Bears. But overall, we can't really afford to take any team lightly. We're on a 3-game losing streak right now. Gotta find a way to bounce back. We'll be back to 2 games per video next video for this Saints franchise. Just wanted to get something out for you guys. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the sub button if you're new as well, and turn your notifications on. And I'll see you guys in the next one.